good? What's good? What's good with y'all? It's your boy Aristotle. I'm in my backyard and shit. Yep, my what is this? My third property. I'm in PR right now in my backyard. My little baby girl. You sure you want to be out here, baby? But yeah, ask me things in the questions channel. We can get started, folks. Yeah, it was. Reddit was on that bullshit, wasn't it, bro? You right here? Good job. She like, I'm in the shade, daddy. That's where I need to be. This sun ain't bush. Said what? You said it's so hot? We probably got to sit. I'm going to sit right here. While I eat. It is kind of hot out here. All right, let's see what the first question we got. Is $1,500 enough to get started option trading? What's up? Baby, I'm about to eat. We gonna sit right here first. This is like my second. Yes, $1,500 is enough for option trading. Whoever asked that.
Daddy,
What's up, baby?
wait for me.
No, I'm about to come over there. Give me 2 seconds, baby. Miss Spoiled. My beautiful daughter. How you doing, baby?
Wait a minute, it's falling.
Yes, it is.
Uh-oh, it's gonna break.
Yes, it is. Let's answer the next question. All right. You said you never take profits long term. Does that mean for leaps too? Nah, I take profits on leaps, just not long term shares. Shares I don't take profits on. Let me tell you why. I'm looking at why. She gonna get them shares. Say, I'm gonna get some shares. Say it. Say, I'm gonna get some shares of stock. There you go. So that's why, for generational wealth. So, you know, her children will have shares too. All right.
Daddy, you want coconut water?
You want coconut water?
Yes.
You always want everything I have.
Yep.
You do?
Yes.
You think you can have anything I have? Give me 2 seconds, people. Here. It's All right, I go in the house, baby. Daddy working, okay? Go in the house. Unless you want to sit here and watch me work. You can't be requesting too much. All right. Is $100 enough to start investing with?
It's $100.
Say no. $100 is not.
$100 not.
There we go. $100 is not enough to invest with. $100 is not enough. Any specific books that you recommend? My book.
My book.
There we go. Hold on, baby. Let daddy eat. Let daddy eat. I gotta eat these up. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna drink up my stuff. You drinking up my coconut water.
No, I'm
Do
not.
you need to have a business established to get tax breaks in Puerto Rico?
In Puerto
Yes.
Rico.
I mean, you need to do yes. You need to have your business established. You need to have 183 days. You need to have more ties in Puerto Rico than in America. So I'm homeschooling my kids in Puerto Rico. As you can see, my kids are over here. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl. My baby.
I'm not drinking all your coconut water.
You trying to drink all my coconut water?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You trying to drink all my coconut water?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
What would be a fair amount to start with? I mean, 2,000. You can start with any amount, but 100 is like,
Daddy,
crazy low.
Crazy low.
Here's my caveat too to the person who asked me, can they start with $100? You technically can, but
It's your family, Daddy.
I better not catch you with $200 Jordans. I better not catch you with a $200 Invicta watch. And I better not catch you on vacation talking about spending only $100 to invest. You better not do. What you don't realize, brother, is you have a backwards way of thinking. You would much rather spend more money on liabilities than assets. Remember, stocks are assets. So for you to have a mindset, and it's not bad because we've all been there. I was once there where I had $2,000 to my name, but I'm only putting in $200 on stocks. You get what I'm saying? Which is cool because you don't want to lose everything you have. So you may have $1,000, $2,000 to your name, and you talking about spending 100. But one day you're going to realize that you were thinking backwards, and you're spending more on liabilities than assets. No. So I can't say you're ignorant. You just don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. You just don't know yet. I love it. Say, D, come in the camera, baby.
I'm in the camera.
Say, I love Puerto Rico.
I love Puerto Rico.
Why do you like Puerto Rico, baby?
Because I like Puerto Rico.
You like Puerto Rico? Stand up a little bit. Stand up. Yeah, these wings good as hell. My wife cooked them. Unless she cooked me fried shrimp.
Yep.
Fried shrimp and wings. But she don't eat meat. She's vegan. Ain't that right, baby? You don't like meat? I was answering some more questions, baby.
Is that on your hand?
Sauce. Can you go ask mommy, give me some napkins, okay? Bring me back some napkins. If I haven't added 25K to my portfolio yet, what platform do I need to use to make more than 3-day trades a week? Think or Swim by TD Ameritrade. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
That's my baby. So you gonna trade with me one day, baby? No?
No.
You not gonna trade stocks with me?
Yes, I am.
You gonna trade with me? You gonna work with daddy one day?
No.
No?
No.
You not gonna work with daddy?
No.
You just gonna take all my money? Yes? She gonna say yes. Come on the camera and say that. So you not gonna work with me. You just gonna take my money. You supposed to work with me. You're not supposed to just take my money. No. You don't have to blow it for me. But Think or Swim is the one.
I want to taste the sauce for you.
Some girl said, period. How old are you, baby?
I'll get this one.
How old are you?
I'm Nia.
She said, I'm Nia. I said, how old are you? She's like, I ain't got time for this, man. Okay, 3. You what?
I'm 3.
How's the
The
weed
one
over
is
there?
far.
I haven't been smoking.
Yep.
I haven't smoked in 2 months now. Going on 2 months. I do a little bit of edible here and there, but I haven't did an edible in about a week. To be honest, bro, if I'm being all the way honest with you, cuz I was smoking a lot during the time because I didn't know how to deal with, at a young age, having millions. You know, you got family entitlement, you got to be watchful, you out the army, so you got to transition to the new world. People don't understand what people go through, if that makes sense. So I'm a father. I got to balance a lot of shit. I got $1 million business. I'm a father. I got to balance family entitlement. Then I got to learn how to transition in the real world again. But to a civilian who has a 9-to-5 or some shit like that, they'll be like, well, why you smoking weed? I don't smoke weed. It's easy for me. Yeah, because you weren't in the army. You don't have $1 million business, and you ain't dealing with family entitlement, and you're not a young black person with wealth who has to watch their back and hope they make it to raise their kids, because a hater might try to take you out. It's a lot of shit you got to deal with when you me. But I don't expect people to understand that shit, because it's me. You see what I'm saying? So I just let people think whatever. But now that I've figured out how to balance all of this, I no longer need the weed, if that makes sense. I just needed it because I didn't have time to stress about that shit. So I was smoking, you get what I'm saying? Because I wanted to keep going. I ain't got time to think about that shit. I really wanted something to numb me, if that makes sense. And it took me about 6 years to figure out how to balance everything. You get what I'm saying? And once I figured that shit out, I no longer needed the weed. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, people just gonna judge you because they not in your position. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I no longer need the weed. I feel like you need it during times where you don't feel like dealing with. I feel like weed is for people who really are having mental episodes and just don't have time to really, because sometimes you got to go back to work. You feel me? Sometimes you got to, and that's what I feel like marijuana is the best at, is numbing you when you don't feel like feeling, if that makes sense. But then after a while, I have gotten used to everything. When you first started getting money, or when you first get out the army, you don't really, know all that shit.
Do you want to fight,
It's
Daddy?
medicine. You want to what?
Do you want to fight?
Do I want to fight?
Yes.
No, but you can give Daddy a kiss.
Here. I got you a small one.
Are you hosting? No, don't give me that. Are you hosting any seminars in the States? I mean, to be honest, I'm not really good at the seminar shit. I really like to be at a distance. Excuse me, baby.
Oh, you got a booby.
Yeah, but go in the house for now, okay? I'll be back. Somebody said, I think the weed now just got too strong. To be honest, bro, yes, that too. Another reason I stopped smoking weed is because once you understand business and then you start to talk to the weed sellers and you start to really boil down to things, you start to realize that weed is no longer the same. They're spraying it. One thing about weed, man, is they're very interested in making a profit. So they're going to try to get the lowest number to pass it off as gas. Both of y'all, look. Both of y'all got to go in the house. I'm on live. Go ahead. Or we get thumps, whoopings, what we want. All right. You got to threaten them. You know how kids are. I don't even whoop my kids, but I always threaten them with a whooping. Best advice to invest with $5K. First, you need to spend at least $500 on learning. Spend. That means like literally invest in yourself. Here's the crazy thing. People will put up $100,000, $20,000, $5,000 on to lose, but won't invest in their education. You understand me? So does that make sense? A lot of you will have 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and you will literally have so much ego that you will go into the stock market and try to go on YouTube and learn for free and try to shit on your own instead of taking shortcuts so you don't have to lose the 15, 10, 5,000. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say you watching this and you got a 5, 10, 15, 20 on you. Some of you are going to be stubborn and say, I can learn this on my own, right? And you're going to lose. That's like me trying to hop into real estate and having so much ego. Man, fuck y'all, I ain't finna take no mentorship. I'm about, man, what? I'm me. I'm about to go and learn this shit on my own, right? So you go try that, right? And you're going to lose a lot of money because there's some things you don't know. When you could have just spent $500 to $1,000 on learning so you can keep the rest of your money. Somebody said, happened to me in 2021. I already know. The ego, the pride. I was just talking about this the other day. I said, you know what black people have a lot of? Too much pride. That's what's wrong with a lot of you. You have way too much pride. If you want to learn this shit, comment the word mentor. If you got at least $1,000 to spend on a mentorship, comment the word mentor so you don't have to lose your money. But black people especially, or just people in general, pride is, you know what? It's a saying. Some people would rather be broke bosses than rich teammates. You get what I'm saying? Some people would rather be broke bosses than rich teammates. Meaning, you have too much pride to invest in other people, to do things with other people, because you always want to say, I did this on my own. I did this on my own. I did this on my own. And to be honest, I'm doing a big ass real estate project. I got a real estate developer. I got somebody. You're going to need help. I need all of you to understand that firsthand, when you're building wealth, you need help. Point blank period. I got a lot of help building wealth. Do you know how many people I have on my payroll? 25 people. I pay 25 people a month. So a lot of you think I'm just a one-man army. A lot of you think this shit just rolling because of Aristotle. I got somebody doing my emails. I got somebody handling my customer service. I got somebody handling my taxes. I got somebody doing security. I got somebody doing my photography and videography. I got somebody trading with me. I got admins. I got people who keep the chat peaceful. I pay so many people for different roles so that my business. So I tell you people, you got to do the same thing. A lot of you don't invest in other people, and that's why y'all can't really go to the top. Everything is about, I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. Eventually you're going to realize I got to start paying other people to save me time. See, time is money. Can I go learn real estate? Yes. I can go learn real estate myself, or I can save myself time. See, rich people understand that time is valuable. Broke people think pride and ego. All right? Somebody said, nah, because you know he be tricking. I don't know what's going on. But it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, relax on the chicken, bro. It's gone. Damn. Just, Tap in. Would you be down to open a mentorship in person from Atlanta? I mean, are people willing to pay the price? The thing is, y'all gonna try to lowball me. I mean, I try to do something, fair price, like a 5K or something like that, 10K. But as far as what I'm really worth, my mentorship in person is worth 10,000 on the minimum tip. We talking about, but I have done that in the past. Somebody said, "Hey, Talk, you my new favorite rapper." I fuck with it. But yeah, man. My little baby probably done spit all in my coconut water. I can feel the island breeze from the States. Appreciate it. Shout out to Brett, Mike, and Rav, 100. How do you feel about these new ETFs? I don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? MSTY is pretty cool, though. I need to sit some live sessions out, though. That's cool. How that island life? To be honest, I like living out here. I'll tell you the benefits of living out here for me personally, because everything is personal and subjective to everybody. Like me personally living in Puerto Rico, I'll name the 3 benefits. And you saw one of them. For one, it's just me, my wife, and my kids. So I no longer have my family as a crutch to help babysit, even though I needed that. Just being transparent with you guys, I vowed to myself the first 5 years of my son's life, because I had him young. I had him at like 23. So I said the first 5 years of his life, I'm going to do a little traveling, right? Because he's not going to remember. Because I know for a fact, if my parents traveled till I was 5 years old, I wouldn't have gave a damn. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have gave a damn. All I can remember is from 4 to 5. And that's every child. Every child remembers 4, 5, and up. The lowest is about 4. And if you really about it, about 3. But as far as like being situationally aware, about 5 to 4 years old. So my son is situationally aware now. So I got to take him with me everywhere, if that makes sense. So that's number 1, is the benefit of being out here, which is perfect timing by God's plan, is it's right where I need it to be. My son is 5 years old, and he, I can see my kids a lot more with no babysitter help, no family help, things like that. It's just me, my wife, and my 2 kids. Number 2, so that's what was the most, the best thing for me. Number 2 is I save on taxes. I would say that's the number 2 reason I like living on an island. Number 3 is weather and just a clear state of mind. The stress levels are way lower than living in Atlanta. Because I'm gonna explain why. For one, I have less to think about. Like, I feel safer. See, a lot of people be talking about be careful in Puerto Rico. They don't understand. Just being honest, and I'm not trying to be funny, being the tall, I'm 6'2". So I'm not you get what I'm saying? Like, people know who to try. When you see the people who be on the news, who be getting tried, it don't be no 6'2" black man. It be some itty bitty nigga. People are smart. They're not retards. It ain't too many niggas on this island who just want to fight. People like easy targets. So the safety part, I feel 10 times more safer here than in America, than in LA, than in Atlanta. Like, I would never go outside my house without an iron in Atlanta. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I would literally, like, it'll be times where I'll forget my gun and I'll be 15 minutes down the road and I'll turn back around in Atlanta. I will turn back around. Here, no iron needed. You get what I'm saying? So they don't understand. You can't do that in Atlanta. You can't do that in LA. You cannot do that in Memphis. You cannot do that in Miami. As far as the status that I'm in, there's nowhere I would go in America. The only place I go in America without an iron is New York. And even when I'm there, I don't announce I'm there, nothing. I just be in New York, you know what I'm saying? So y'all got to understand that when niggas be like, oh, Puerto Rico's still dangerous. You can walk around with no iron. That's not dangerous. Danger is when you is America, where you gotta literally carry everywhere you go. Because anything can go down. You get what I'm saying? In Puerto Rico, you didn't mess with people. They don't mess with you. That's what I'm saying. In America, you getting free picked on. Like, in America, like, you just don't know when your time, like, in America, it could be any day. Like, you got to stay extra prayed up in America. Over here, you know, you pray and not worry. In America, you got to pray and then pray you make it home when you go outside the house. Especially as a young black man. Point blank, period. And any nigga know that I can attest for that. Like, you cannot walk around in America with no iron in today's world if you're a famous black man. But if you like a regular person, then yeah, you could do that shit. So I say all that to say a stronger peace of mind is what I have out here. I feel a lot safer. I feel a lot focused. And the stress levels are way down. Like, for instance, in Atlanta, and here's another thing that I realized too. One of the worst things you could do when you get rich is move back home. Yes, you're safe. Yes, you're this and that. But I see why a lot of rappers live in Atlanta and not in Detroit where they're from. So they probably have a stronger peace of mind in Atlanta because they not from here. So it's different for me. Y'all got to understand, I'm from Atlanta. So I got family pulling up on me. Everybody knows me. So if I go out in public, niggas I grew up with gonna see me. That's not a bad thing. It's just, hey, bro, when we gonna link? When we gonna? It's like you feel like you got to make time for so many people when you move back home and you made it. Versus if I was from Cali or if I was from Detroit or if I was from New York. So they got a stronger peace of mind moving to Atlanta because they ain't from here. Don't get me wrong, I ain't that stressed, but it just is still, there's nobody to pull up on me. There's nobody. And sometimes you need that so you can focus. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of you won't understand what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, y'all got to understand, my granddad, my dad, my family, it lives in Georgia. You get what I mean? Like, I'm really from there. And you can see it in your eyes. Real hustlers understand. Nah, for sure, bro. So I had to learn this too. When you get money, don't move home. Do not move home because it's going to get to a point where you really trying to focus. You trying to focus, right? And people just won't let you. Like, and they going to feel entitled to your time. They going to be like, nigga, you here. Pull up. Right? Nigga, you here. Pull up. Versus when they know you a flight away, they leave you alone. Because they understand they have no access to you. So out here, I can film 100 videos back to back with no interruption. I can day trade back to back with no interruption. There's no interruption to my workflow. Versus when I'm in Atlanta, there's so many interruptions to my workflow. Whether it's networking, family, friends, and sometimes you just don't got time for that shit because at the end of the day, you like, look, I gave you this time that we once had on this earth. I got to go focus on this future because I got something sometimes you got a purpose that's bigger than hanging out. And it could be temporary. Like, I got a temporary purpose. I plan on hanging out in my mid-30s. Like, I plan on really doing the whole uncle cookout vibe shit when I'm in my 30s, right? But not right now while I'm in my 20s. I can't do that right now because I don't want to be a nigga working too hard in my 30s, in my 40s, and in my 50s. So in your 20s, you got to really lock in and put in that work so you don't be the nigga who's stressed out in your mid-30s, behind on finances, behind on everything, because all you wanted to do was allow people to take up all your time living life, right? And people don't understand, when you get money, you're going to live life. It's just in a different way. It's not at home. I live life outside of Atlanta. I go overseas. I go to Greece. I go to London. I go to Amsterdam. I go to Jamaica. Those are my top spots in Africa, right? So that's where I go and live life. And when I'm at home, I'm chilling, bro. Like, I'm trying to get me some money. I'm not trying to really be on the scene unless the Falcons playing. If you want to catch me, you're going to see me at a Falcons game. If you want to catch me, you're going to see me like for instance, I'm going to come back to Atlanta, but only for 2 days, and that's when the Falcons play. I'm not coming back to Atlanta for shit else except to see my Falcons. I don't really care too much about the Hawks unless we get KD or Giannis. Until we get us a nigga to support Trae Young, I don't give a fuck about the Hawks. And I damn sure don't give a fuck about the Braves, because baseball is boring as shit. I went to the World Series and didn't even watch that shit. I went to 2 games at the World Series when the Braves won. Didn't even know what was going on. I don't understand baseball. I know the nigga pitch and the nigga hit, and we got 4 bases, and you can do a home run, and you can get a grand slam. I understand enough, but I don't understand batting averages. I don't understand the nitty gritty of that shit. I don't understand none of that shit. So I don't give a damn about baseball and basketball. I only care if the Hawks fire. Like when we went to the playoffs, that's the only time I care. But football, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to that Falcon game, nigga. Nah. When we suck, towards when I know we ain't making the playoffs, that's when I hustle. I'm a fair weather fan. I only care when we win it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know nothing about no baseball. You can make money on sports betting on baseball, though. I don't give a damn, bro. That shit boring, bro. I be trying to watch that shit, and I be paying attention. But it's just something about that shit that just like, bro, I don't see how I would not pay them niggas that much money to do that shit. Them niggas is not worth that. Let's keep it real, too. There's no reason them niggas should be making more money than football or basketball players. That shit is not it. 100 M's to just sit there and do nothing and wait on this small ass white ball to pass me? Man, I can't wait to play that shit. That gotta be the easiest sport to play in history. 150, 20, 100 M's to do nothing. That's the most worthless piece of shit sport ever. That shit crazy, bro. Them niggas getting paid, bro. They season long. Man, I don't care, bro. Nah. One thing about it is that fastball hurt. I got hit. I quit baseball. I tried to play baseball at like 11 years old. I was like, these niggas throwing the ball too hard. Nigga, I'm right here. Like, you ain't got to throw the ball that hard, bro. Like, I remember I was playing first base. And when I was 11, that nigga rocketed that shit to me, and he was at like a little over the second base. I quit, man. This shit hurt. I caught the ball. I was like, nigga, I'm right here. Like, chill. They be throwing the ball too hard. Let's see some more questions. Did you journal your trade starting out? I mean, do you need journaling? It'll help, but at the same time, you can be a mental journaler. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be, you know, I would say journaling can help. But after a while, you just be like, man, I'm just gonna stay disciplined and play the setups. That's really my journaling is, as long as I play the setups that work all the time. See, discipline, you can get to a point in your trading where you become very undisciplined and you start thinking about, I don't know, other shit can be on your mind and you start trying to deviate from the plan. And one thing I learned about trading is no matter if 10 years go by, there's a plan that you have and you must stick to that plan. The moment you deviate from that plan is when you lose. That's all I know. If I had to really boil trading down to something so simple, especially day trading, there's a plan, even swing trading. There's a plan that you have, stick to that plan, win, lose, or draw, and you will win 80% plus of the time. That's all. Hey, look, you can take that and run with it. The moment you be like, you know what? I'm going to try something different. You're going to lose. I don't know why it works like that. It just works like that. Yes, sticking to your strategy will make you rich. Like, one thing I had to learn about trading is like a woman, right? So, like, if you a man, you know what I'm talking about. Let's just say you kiss your woman goodbye every day, right? And the moment you don't, she get mad. Why? Because women are patterns, right? And they watch our patterns. And the moment we do something different is when they get mad. You didn't kiss me goodbye today. You didn't tell me you love me today. They gonna watch. The one thing they always watching that you stay consistent. That's what trading is. It's like taking care of a woman, which is one of the hardest things to do as a man, right? So I don't know. Single niggas might suck at trading. Bachelors might suck at this shit because he always, lying to bitches, doing this, doing that, right? So it probably gonna be hard. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Trading is the same thing. It's like a woman. The moment you deviate from doing the same shit over and over again, that's when you lose. That's when she gets mad. Your portfolio go down. Yes, we do offer service to copy and paste my, somebody said they recognize it immediately. Boy, what? Do they? Man, they recognize all that shit. It could be something through sex. Something on your mind, huh? You ain't stroking like you usually do. Hey, everything we do, they watch. They watching our stroke patterns. They watching the way you leave the house. Nigga, you rushed out that house too fast. Who's the bitch? Damn. I can't I can't just leave today. You gotta kiss me goodbye and you gotta reassure, yeah, you know how they are. Goddamn, y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. Hey, nigga told I was like, yeah.
Daddy, I got an orange.
You do, baby?
Yeah, it's small.
They said bro was on point. Yeah, y'all niggas know exactly what I'm talking about. That's dope, Ambitious. Shout out to Pusha Man Mitch. Yeah, they gonna notice your stroke. You ain't check. Y'all go in the house, okay? I'm still trading. And don't put that in your mouth. You put that on the table. You in a gated community? Expensive webs. You in a gated community, she's not going to be asking that question for some time. You don't understand. Nah, I'm not fried. I'm not high. Why I gotta be high all the time? Why I can't be sober? You know what I think it is? The drug users like to put their shit on me. Like, I only do drugs at night, and you niggas do drugs all day. And then y'all try to put that shit on me. They said trading has almost got me out of sleeping in the car. Damn, sleeping in the car? And I don't know what's going on with you people, man, but I will join the army. I'll become a policeman. I'll do anything not to be homeless. You niggas got way more pride than me. Like, some of you niggas like, man, I ain't joining that army. Fuck that. Nigga, if I ain't got no place to stay, I'm going to MEPS, nigga. I'm like, look, bro. I ain't got my shit. I'm about to be homeless. One thing I ain't doing is I ain't sleeping in no car, bro. That shit ain't never been that serious. Do your push-ups and sit-ups. Join that army, my brother. I'm sitting here drinking coconut water, and they talking about, am I goddamn high? Y'all niggas, Americans got a lot of pride, bro. Bro put me on game, smart ass me. Yeah, nah, for sure. What's a good part of Puerto Rico to live in? I ain't telling you, because I ain't want no nigga to know where I'm at. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Aristotle, how you doing, my brother? Is it easy to turn $200 into $10,000? Easy, no. Possible, yes. Yeah, I don't want no nigga to know where I live. I move the same way I move in Atlanta. You know how don't nobody know what part of Atlanta I lived in? Same thing. I don't want niggas to know where I'm at. I don't want them to have a clue where I'm at. Because, bro, like, to be honest, bro, people are weird. And I experienced that when I moved in my first mansion. When I moved in my first mansion, a nigga came to the gate and ring. You know how you stay in the gated community and somebody can ring your shit? The fact that he found my ringer was even crazier to me. This nigga sat at the little ringer part in the gate, scrolled down. I guess he know my last name or whatnot. Found my I get a call. It's a fan talking about, please, Aristotle, I want to meet you. Like, dawg, I know this is weird, but don't be weirded out, man. I just really came to meet you. I found out where you live and this and that. I was done. I was like, for now on, my next home, I don't give a fuck. It's not going on social media. My next mansion, big as hell. Never posted it. Every time I see somebody move to Atlanta and they post a mansion, I be like, don't do it. Niggas be like, why, bro? I'm just trying to flex. You hating, bro. I'm like, listen, bro, I got more money than you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm letting you know, nigga, these niggas will find you. Nigga like, man, whatever, bro, whatever. Next thing you know, they getting robbed. Next thing you know, they going through all this shit. And I was like, I tried to tell y'all niggas, bro. Tried to tell you. I don't post nowhere where I live, not the front of my house. I experienced that in 2020. Niggas used to come to my door, fans. Like, even the mailman, I still got the video. A FedEx nigga dropped the package off, and he was like, oh, this Aristotle house. That nigga ring the doorbell, was sitting there for like 2 minutes. I got the video on my Ring camera. He was like, hey, Aristotle, come outside. I just want a picture, man. The FedEx man. So when the FedEx man know where you live, fans know where you live, because I lived on the south side. Then I had this fucking camouflage vet. So I don't camouflage my cars no more. I don't decorate my cars. If I get a car, neutral color. Because you gotta think, people will start to notice that car. So you know how niggas be putting their logo on their cars and shit? I don't do that. You notice none of my cars do that no more. Because I'm just paranoid with niggas figuring out. Like, I remember, here's another thing. I camouflaged my vet, right? Influencer, even though it wasn't a fan, it was an influencer. I was at Fogo de Chao, you know, like the little steak part, right, in Atlanta on Buckhead. I was at Fogo de Chao in Buckhead. I had my camouflage vet parked outside. An influencer walked in that bitch and said, bro, I knew you was here. I just came to say what's up. I saw your shit outside. I was like, damn, that could have been a fan. I could have got lined up. Then, this the part that really pissed me off. I had my camouflage vet parked outside. Somebody threw like a cup of ketchup on my windshield, like some hating ass nigga. I should have had a dash cam. If I ever figured out who this nigga was, bro, We would have, bro, when I say I would have terrorized this nigga, bro, just for some simple shit of throwing ketchup on my windshield. I should have had a dash cam. Man, we would have slapped this nigga 3 times. Like, I'm talking about I would have figured out where he at, because Atlanta's so small, I just would have had to put out the word to the hood. Who is this nigga on this dash cam? 10,000. Go slap the shit out of him. Everywhere he went. Wow. Fuck, nigga. Every time, I'm talking about, bro, to this day, I don't care what it is, if I just figure out who this nigga is, he's getting terrorized. But I can look at it that way, or I can look at it as, okay, in a minute, baby. I swear to God, I was gonna put out the word, bro. I was gonna get him on everything I love. You ain't finna play with me in my own city like that. So anyway, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna get Buddy. He threw some ketchup on my windshield, but that's when I had the camouflage vet. So I learned from that moment. Did the Army make you paranoid? No, nigga. Being rich and famous does. The Army don't. Shit, when I used to come home, I used to go straight to Cleveland Ave. When I was in the Army, before I got rich, I used to come to Cleveland Ave with a Camaro, bro. Like, I don't even know why I didn't fear shit back in the day. Before I got rich. See, I'm going to tell you why you get paranoid when you rich. Because you don't want to stop being a millionaire. If you understand what I'm saying, see, when you broke and a nigga kill you, you die broke. So it don't matter. You're not paranoid. When I was broke, I used to come straight from Savannah, Georgia, drive straight to Cleveland Ave. Cleveland Ave is one of the worst places to be in Atlanta, period. I'll go straight to the gas station, pump my gas in Cleveland Ave, because I ain't have shit to lose. So from about 2014 to about 2018, that's how I used to move. I'd be in the hood, I'd be anywhere, because I didn't see death as a loss, if you understand what I'm saying. When you broke, you don't see death as a loss. You like, shit, I ain't shit anyway. Like, nigga kill me, I'm just gonna be another nigga dead. That's how you think in your head. And when you get $1 million, you like, oh shit, I ain't finna go to Cleveland Ave now. Because the possibility of me not living this life, that's what it's about. Hell yeah, like when you get money, that's when you become paranoid, because you don't want to stop. You see what I'm saying? When you're broke, you don't give a fuck. Now I give a fuck way too much. And sometimes that fucking sucks, because you like, damn, I give a fuck too much. Like, I'm too paranoid because I have shit to lose, if that makes sense. Hell yeah, nigga, I'm trying to goddamn stay rich till I'm goddamn 40. So hell nah, nigga be like, niggas gonna say I changed, right? So like, for instance, I'm rich now. I got some family members who rap, right? And they underground rappers. And they'll invite me to they hole in the wall shows. And they'll be mad as hell I won't come. I'm like, hell no, I ain't come around these $5 ass niggas. Nigga like, man, boy, remember you used to come to this shit all the time. Nigga, what? You done changed. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. I got shit to lose now, but they don't think like that. Cause they still at that I ain't got nothing to lose phase in their life. So they're like, nigga, we in Riverdale, we in motherfucking Cleveland. Like, bro, it's just a show. Come on, bro, nigga shoot all the time. What you scared of? I'm like, nigga, losing it all? What you mean? Okay, baby. So like my cousins and shit will invite me to their hole in the wall shows, and I be like, hell no, I ain't coming. And then they be like, goddamn, well, why you ain't coming? I'm like, nigga, cause nigga, that shit is in Clayton County. That's where every nigga who couldn't make it, like, I'm gonna tell you what Clayton County is for niggas who don't understand what Riverdale is specifically. Riverdale is where niggas from Bankhead, when they projects get tore down, make a long story short, in Atlanta, Riverdale is the place niggas move when they projects get shut down. So Riverdale is a expat of a bunch of project niggas. It be niggas from Bankhead, it be niggas from goddamn East Atlanta, it be niggas from Cleveland Ave. They all come to Riverdale, right? So I'm not retarded. I'm from Atlanta. I know exactly what this shit is. So hell no, I ain't hanging out in Riverdale, nigga. You crazy in the motherfucker, nigga. I got too much money, nigga. You got me fucked up. I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not coming to no concert in no fucking Riverdale, dog. That's where all the niggas who projects got shut down. They all moved to Riverdale. If you from Atlanta, you know. Yeah, you gotta get out the hood. And don't get me wrong, I got family in Riverdale, you feel me? Because you got to think, niggas still don't want to move outside of Atlanta. Let me tell you how I know Riverdale Clayton County is really the hood. This is when I realized Clayton County was the hood. When I got out the Army, I was looking for houses over $500K. Clayton County did not have a house. A fucking county didn't have a house over. This was back in 2020. They didn't have a house over 600,000. That's when I knew I can't live in this county. I'm too rich for this county. I'm looking for houses in the $600 to $1 million range. They didn't have one. I was like, well, I'm in the wrong goddamn place. I can't be here. If that's how you know you're in the hood. Go on Zillow. All you gotta do is go on Zillow. If they don't have a house, $500 to $1 million there, you shouldn't be there. If you a nigga with money. That means it's nothing but broke nigga. Yeah, hell yeah. Now, this was in 2020. Shit could change. Inflation done rose. Houses probably got more expensive. I don't know. ATL has cheap prices in general. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Alpharetta doesn't. Downtown Atlanta doesn't. South Fulton doesn't. South Fulton is halfway decent. South Fulton is the last place you can get a bang for your buck. Man, come to Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, you're right. To see Vic, that's it. I got to go to a Vic game, by the way. I told him I'm going to come teach the students financial literacy. I'm so glad I got cool with Vic. God is so fucking good, bro. And Vic a real nigga. Like, Vic was my childhood hero, and I got to take him to Africa. I'm going to be honest with you. When niggas ask me, what's one of the craziest things that's hard for you to process as you got rich? Being cool with Michael Vick. To this day, it's just like, man, how the fuck did that shit happen? And I'll tell you how it happened. His wife discovered me because she wanted to learn how to trade because she was trying to make extra income back in 2020 during the pandemic. So, you know, and his wife, one of the realest, coolest women on this earth. Like, Vic got a wife like mine, kind of. Like, that's why they connected. Like, my woman is the same way. Like, a woman who will help you, who will ride or die. Like, Kiafa is a ride or die. And you don't meet those type. Like, some women are, like, conditional. And then you got ride or dies. The girl Vic with is a ride or die. She's not conditional. Like, you don't meet those kinds in life. It don't matter how fucked up of a nigga you are, you cannot deny ride or die, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care how much of a hoe you are, how much of a dish you at, that ride or die woman gonna take your heart as a man. As a man, period. Cause look, bro, it's a lot of women who like, look, if you cheat, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, if you look wrong, if I'm not happy for 2 seconds, I'm out. That's how a lot of women are today, especially in this podcast, express yourself world we live in. A lot of women are very like, nigga, you got one time, and I'm going to the nigga who gonna be perfect. A lot of women really believe in their head there's some perfect nigga out there who won't make no mistakes. And Cardi B is seeing that right now, right? There's a lot of women still with that in their head because they watching other women talk about it. But they don't realize, yeah, Vic the truth. She gotta be your twin, yeah, for sure. A lot of women still think that, and that's why a lot of women gonna be single. Like, I got a family member, I ain't gonna say who she was, but she was just talking to me and she was like, some man gonna do this, some man gonna do that, and if he cheat one time, I'm out. And if he do this, I'm out. And if he do this, I'm out. And if he do this, I'm out. I said, well, guess what? You're going to be single. She was like, nah. I said, baby, unless this nigga is slow, like unless he just ugly as hell, low self-esteem, you not finna get no confident man who don't make mistakes. I told her that. I said, you not finna get some handsome, tall, confident nigga with paper who doesn't make mistakes. And she was like, how? Why do you say that? I said, because it's just not possible. He has to be some level of insecure, some level of ugly, some level of small dick. His dick got to be at least 4 inches for a nigga to like, I'm talking about like he got to be, you got to get you one of them ones. This nigga play video game, he ugly, dick 4 inches. Those the niggas who ain't gonna do nothing. Those, I told her that's what you want. Now him, he ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Get you the littlest dick nigga in the world. Get you the goddamn the nigga who just don't even like to look at himself in the mirror. You gotta get one of them type niggas. hey man. Nigga said facts. I mean, that's the truth, but women don't want to hear the truth. Do you leverage trade? No, I don't. I mean, I want to. Actually, yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Just not right now. But I do sometimes. You can. It's not a bad idea. You like trading reversal? Yeah. Bro, I had to learn that I had to be an airbender when it comes to trading, bro. I had to learn because I have a signals chat. So I want to be able to provide a signal no matter the circumstances instead of being a one-trick pony. Somebody said, damn Shane, so what if the roles reverse? Y'all holding it down and we cheat? Shit. Hey, listen. Listen, life ain't fair. Let me explain this to you, sis. Listen to this. Believe it or not, it's some niggas out there who will. But to the nigga, believe it or not, it's about who you do it with. If you do it with his friend, it's a no. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did it on a girl's trip at a vacation, there's a chance you may survive. But hear me out, sis. If that man is taking care of you, paying all the bills, doing all that, then nah, he probably gonna forgive you. But if y'all going 50-50, he'll probably forgive you on a girl's trip, but not fucking his partner, not fucking the nigga at work that you said was your best friend. That's when the nigga gonna get real mad. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, a nigga probably forgive you. You be like, man, I went to Jamaica and fucked this Jamaican because I was drunk and horny. Nigga might forgive you for that. He gonna be like, man, I don't know this nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But see, what y'all gonna do is, it's the nigga at work who you said, nah, he's just my brother. Or it's your best friend, he's just my brother. Or, yeah. Or you fucked his brother. It's always a brother. Somehow, some way, that's who y'all fucking. That's when he gonna get mad. And some niggas, that's just a deal breaker. But if you want to be forgiven, do it on a girl's trip, girl. Don't do it on the. Don't do the. Yeah, he gonna get mad. He ain't gonna forgive that. Cause that's what y'all do. Y'all either fucking his partner or your brother. No ifs, ands, or buts. The trainer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you dumb. See, here's another thing about niggas. Don't fall for the whole. I'm not insecure. Whenever a nigga say I'm not insecure, he get his bitch fucked. The trainer is gonna fuck your girl. I don't know why that's some voodoo magic shit. It's something about a swole nigga complimenting your girl all day that just make her wet. And she could be like the strongest woman in the world, but it's something about, damn, you looking good. I see the growth on you, girl. I see this and that on you. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about a swole nigga complimenting your girl all day. She getting fucked, bro. I would never allow a nigga to personally train my woman. Ever. She getting smashed, bro. Like, point blank period. You should never let a man personally train your girl, bro. Never, bro. Like, that's an automatic smash. Automatic. It ain't nothing she can do about it. That's like, you gotta think, our version of a fat ass, nice body, and some big titties, that's their version. A swole nigga. See what I'm saying? Our version of a this, that is what they are to them. Understand what I'm saying? So you niggas, but they not gonna say that out loud. We say it out loud. You know what I'm trying to say? See, women so focused on stability that they don't really want to offend other men and say, I don't really like the dad bod, because the dad bod nigga might have the money. So the women not trying to offend us. But I'm telling you, that's their version of what we like. See what I'm saying? So they not gonna say it out loud. Like, I don't like skinny niggas. I don't like nigga with dad bod, because that skinny nigga might have the dough, or that dad bod nigga might have the paper. And women want stability, so they'll put up with your dad bod for stability. But in reality, they want that nigga. Don't let them get it twisted. Don't let them fool you. I'm telling you, dog. They said not one lie yet. See, look, she said, I like my dad bod, nigga. No, you like stability, sis. You don't like that goddamn nigga. You want motherfucking goddamn, what you call it? You want your bills paid, your hair done, your car note paid, and all that. And the dad bod nigga is the niggas who provide that. That's what you like, sis. You don't like that shit. You get wet off stability. Hell yeah, she trying to sit here and lie. Yeah, she like that goddamn pay. Hey Aristotle, where's the best place to move when a nigga rich? Puerto Rico or Dubai? That said, personal trainers not providing stability, but you gotta think, most personal trainers are broke, because, like, if we being honest, like, them niggas don't have no 100,000 cash on them. To me, broke is a nigga without 50K cash, 20K. Like, them niggas don't be having nothing on them. Their wealth is this. What you gotta understand is, a personal trainer is like a bad bitch. Bad bitches be broke. But their wealth is, all I gotta do is walk in the area where a bunch of niggas are, and I'm either gonna get flued out, I'm gonna get a bag, or he's gonna pay for this pussy. See what I'm saying? So a personal trainer, to him, he don't need a bunch of money. See what I'm saying? He don't need a bunch of money to get what he wants. You gotta understand that. That's why his wealth is working out. That's why he puts all his time into that. Because that's what his wealth is. He too lazy. He not smart enough to go get some real money. See what I'm saying? He not smart enough to get some real money, but at least I can work hard and I can lift these weights. So this is where my money gonna come. This how I'm gonna get the bitches. Understand? Thought I saw somebody right there. Yeah, you ain't gonna meet no personal trainer with some real money. They gonna have a little money on them, but not enough. Like Kendrick Lamar said, it's not enough. Goddamn. It's not enough. But it's not enough. Yeah, them niggas don't ever have enough now. But they be having something. Like, name a personal trainer nigga with 100,000 cash on him. You ain't gonna see it. But he'll fuck your bitch, though. Now, don't get it twisted. No matter how much money you got. See how the world balance? If you don't have money, get swole. If you bald-headed, get swole. If you short, get swole. The only niggas who can afford to not be swole are tall niggas. If you not tall, you have to be swole. Like the Ashton Hall nigga. Now, he probably got some money because he got a lot of clout. But you gotta think, that's just he might want to save. Hell yeah, if you bald headed, get swole. If you short, get swole. If you ugly, get swole. That's the only way you're gonna, unless you 6'1" and up, you have to be swole. You have to be. Somebody said, damn, I'm going bald, but I'm tall. I ain't gonna lie, bro, get swole. Get swole, bro. You can't be bald and a bad body. Can't do that, bro. That don't match. Once you going bald, you got to get in that gym, bro. Got to. You gotta be a Terry Crews type nigga. Or be famous. Another thing, be famous. Then you could be like Drewski. You could be like who else is an ugly nigga with money? Drewski is probably the ugliest nigga with fame and money. Drewski. No offense, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga wouldn't get no hoes if it weren't for fame. Like, he wouldn't get shit. Who else a nigga like that? Like, what's that nigga, Robbie World? He the same way. Any nigga who fat and getting money, yeah, they ain't gonna get no hoes like that shit. But anyway, man, y'all take it easy. I'm about to go look at these charts. It's only 13:30. It's only 1:30. God damn. I'm about to go look at some more charts.